Welcome everyone. So today we are on another final table. And first thing first, I'm gonna tell you about my results of 2025. So basically, all in all, I made $11,000 in profit last year. And basically, I started with 3K in total, and we made 11K in profit. So now that it's done, this year I hopefully gonna make more than that. I actually would like to make $100,000, but we'll see if it's possible or not. But anyway, so we're on the final table. The last stream was on Twitch, so I actually had it's not my first stream of the year. I was trying to stream on Twitch and on YouTube at the same time, but for some reason it doesn't work. So we're gonna stick to YouTube because it's in 4K and it's easier. I hope you're doing well. Me, I'm doing definitively fine. We are not in the money yet. We are still waiting. Only 8th place will be paid. So everything can happen. But yeah, it's a final table, so I decided to start the stream. So if you would like to see my first stream of the year, it's on Lolachu Gaming on Twitch, basically. And it was a good result, so I'm just gonna tell you that. Maybe I'm gonna put a video on YouTube at some point, because I can do some videos now. So yeah, we got a 5-minute delay. And yeah, we'll see if we can reach the victory in this one. People are chatting tonight. For some reason, I don't really know why. So we are a super short stack right now. We're gonna need to be lucky, so maybe the final table won't last really long. But yeah, we'll see. Limp here. We'll see what the other does, but we could jam now that Kickass raised. We could also obviously jam, but I think we're just gonna wait, because if Kickass get busted, we're gonna make some money. Another limp under the gun. Hopefully someone will raise. There's someone who has less than us. There's actually two opponents that got less chips than us. So we're just gonna fold basically because we don't have a premium. If we get in the money, we will get at least $56. And it's a $24 buy-in basically. And looks likely that we're gonna make in the money. Let's go. $487 for first place. And now we are officially in the money. So for the beginning of the year, we're just gonna play on OkPoker until we reach over 10k, maybe 20k. I'll see. And we'll put some money back on GG because I withdraw all my money there. I was in a bad run actually in cash games, so I decided to just take my money out and put it on OkPoker because I cannot really afford right now to have a losing month. I still got 5 weeks to make enough money to pay what I have to pay. But yeah, basically here it's super easy to make some money, so that's my move for the start of the year. And it's also mainly because I've bought a new PC and some stuff, you know, anyway. So that's basically the reason that I'm starting with like really not a lot of money this year. Less than last year. So we got around, well, basically yesterday I checked and we had like $1,300. That's definitively not a lot. And that's the reason why we're gonna play on OkPoker, rebuild there. I'm also grinding to try to win the mini bad beat jackpot. And we can play as low as 10 NL. So right now we're not playing cash game to try to win the mini bad beat, but earlier in the session I was. But yeah, basically the streams will always be when I got a final table. Unless like I got a big bankroll at some point and we got a lot of action at high stakes. But we're probably gonna go play there on GG for that, basically. So yeah, I think on Twitch the video for my first stream of the year will last there for like 2 weeks, I think. So there's some decent chance I'm gonna put it on here as well. Am I gonna do a highlight, not necessarily the entire video? We'll see. But now we got aces, so hopefully we're gonna double up or triple up. We got less than 20 big, so we definitively can jam here. We can also just open and hope to win a little bit more chips this way. And why I'm saying that is because there's still like 2 opponents that doesn't have a lot of chips, so by opening it gives the opportunity to, like, you see this one, to rejam and believing that I could potentially be folding. Obviously, we're gonna call. Oh! No king, please? Let's go! That's a good start. Okay, here we got a little bit more than 20 big blinds. But there, you know, we're still in the first one to talk, so I'm not gonna call here. You know, I got a decent hand. This opponent is under the gun, so... yeah. Oh, okay. Alright, so I just realized that I was not recording while I was streaming, so that's not a big deal, I guess. We're still in the beginning of the final table, but you know, I would have rather have all the footage. There's also some exciting news on OkPoker. All the big tournaments except the first of the month, well, the first Sunday of the month. All the other big tournaments, weekly and some daily, the buy-in has been reduced, but not the guaranteed, so that's actually, it's going to be easier to reach the money needed to play in those tournaments. So basically every Sunday there's the Mega Deep. It's called the Mega Deep, and usually it was $100, but now it's lower to $66. So that means that, like, with even 3-4K, we're gonna be able to afford it because it's like once a week and the structure is really good. So it shouldn't be too long that we're gonna be able to play it, maybe in 1 or 2 months. We'll see. I don't know also how much money I'm gonna withdraw from the government this year, so if I'm able to get a few $1,000s, once I'm gonna get that money, we're gonna be able to play higher. If I don't get money back, we'll see, but maybe it's gonna take, like I said, 2 or 3 months. But there's also the Super Thursday, which was $100, and now it's $55, so it's even cheaper than the Mega Deep. Obviously, the Super Thursday, the structure is a little bit worse. Well, it's actually a lot worse than the Mega Deep, but it's better than most tournaments, I would say. It's not the best, so obviously we got 3 tournaments that are actually better every day. that I'm playing, we could potentially call them like the triple triple tree, no, triple T, or triple tournaments, maybe. But anyway, so this is actually one of them. So there's a 750 guaranteed with one rebuy, which is actually half price. There's $1,000 guaranteed that has rebuy and add-ons, and there's this one with $1,500 guaranteed, which has re-entry available up to 4, but I usually just put 1 in. And these tournaments all have the blind structure increases every 15 minutes, so that's why they're great. And also the smaller buy-ins got basically they are deep stack and slow, so that's why they're great as well. That's why I'm basically playing these tournaments mainly for the building of the role, basically, because the slower the blinds level increases and the more big blinds we start with, the better it is. If you're a tournament player, which I am. I also play cash game and I'm good in cash game as well. But it's like I'm just basically showing you how to build up your role, especially if you live in Canada. You start there on OkPoker, you play these 3 tournaments that I just mentioned. And if you gotta, like, if you're not sure if you're winning, start with the other 2, not this one, because this one is $24. So let's say if you got $1,000, like I'm doing, like I have, maybe don't start with the $24 ones. But like I've been grinding for a year there, and I know what to expect. And I know I'm also winner, because in total I think if we take a look, I can show you like here what it says. Basically, you can see on the screen we got $15,000 profit all time, but most of this profit comes from last year, obviously. There's probably a video I'm gonna do at some point in French and in English as well, to give you some insight on how to start if you want to start grinding poker and you want to do it like the real way. You don't want to lose your money, and you just want to guarantee yourself to have the most chance to build up your role as quickly as possible. So it will be obviously to start on OkPoker or Play Now, which is the same thing except in other region of Canada. So Play Now Poker is available in BC, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba. And if you are in Quebec, you can play on OkPoker, basically from Loto Quebec, but everything is put together, these 4 regions together. So starting on OkPoker is the way to go. You build your bankroll there, and then you can start putting some money on GG. But the problem on GG is that there's like how could I put it? All the tournaments on GG are turbos, and the only good tournaments are at high stakes. So to start on GG, you will need to have a lot of money. So that's why I'm gonna tell you to start here on this place, on this software, to build here if you don't start with a lot of money. Now, if you got already like $20,000 or more, you could go on GG directly, but like here, it's really easy money. So if you're good, you definitely want to play here. There's great tournaments. There's a 100k guaranteed once a month, and every Sundays there's like $30,000 guaranteed tournaments. Like I said, the Mega Deep, and usually it busts the guaranteed. And last one, it was like it went up to $53,000. First place 11k, so decent enough, and it's not expensive. So there's a lot of good reason to start on OkPoker. So depending on how much money you will have to start, you will have different choices, but I would say that OkPoker, or like it's called on other provinces, it's called Play Now Poker, definitely the way to go. And also, if you're grinding cash game, there's some backbeat jackpot, so this also is a good way to try to win a lot of money. And people are not really good on OkPoker, so it's not too hard, but there's obviously less players, so I would say that if you want to play cash game, obviously GG will be better for that regard. Oh, I think we lost someone. Another pay jump, and now we will be guaranteed of $75. So that's nice. Now, something different as well is that depending on where you're gonna play, the tournament are not scheduled, are not, how can I say that? If you're playing on GG, the good tournaments, basically, most of them, there's some good as well in the afternoon, but most of them will be in the morning. But on OkPoker, it's all gonna be in the afternoon. Oh, we got Ace King, so I'm gonna be able to play here. Oh, I'm just gonna jam here. We're not in the same spot as earlier, so just jamming. Maybe we can get called by like an ace high or a small pair, but I think like some of them know me, so they're probably gonna call with ace highs or king queen or something like that. If they got that, obviously maybe they got nothing as well, and that's okay. So yeah, depending on how much money you have, you might just gonna go directly on GG, and on GG I would say grind all the high stakes tournaments, because the structure is good at basically $100 plus. Lower than this, basically all the tournaments are one huge field tournaments and 2 turbos. So that's not a mix you want to do. You don't want to put that together. And if you don't believe me, well, I got some reason to tell you that, because I did play a lot of tournaments in the micro, which is big field tournaments as well as small field tournaments, but basically it's all turbos. And I got over 700 tournaments that like I'm kind of breaking even. And that's not something really nice. Here on OkPoker, this will never happen to me because tournaments are not turbos, and there are some tournaments that I'm not gonna play specifically because either we don't start with a lot of big blinds or the structure is not good enough. Now obviously if you got like a big enough roll, you can start to play some tournaments that are turbos, but the turbos that you want to play will be the short field tournaments, because the big field tournaments, well, you will need to be extremely lucky to win. And if you want to build your bankroll as quickly or as fast as possible, you want to take all the turbo shit and put that away. Okay, so above top 5, we're gonna start to make at least over $100, which is good. And something that I'm gonna tell you, because I think it's not extremely important, but it's a good thing to know. So basically, in this tournament specifically, there's some re-entry, like I said. So that's why there's a number after our nickname. So 1 means 1 buy-in. And here on my left, the guy has a 3 on his nickname, which means he put 3 buy-ins. So that's something that mostly here I'm just putting 1 buy-in, and the reason is I just want to have the best return on investment possible in this tournament, which means just putting 1 buy-ins a day is definitively the way to go. We're not gonna play here. We're not in last place, so there's still 2 players that has less than us. But it's kind of irrelevant here because we got less than 20 big. So now that we are in the money, what really matters is the big blinds that we got. King 6, I'm not doing a jam though. And we can see that we are a few in around the same amount of big blinds. So basically we're gonna have to fight to try to have at least more than these 2. And I know that Mike on my left is not a pro. I don't see him really often. So he's definitively not a reg. Lil Red 4 is a reg. GT87 is a reg. Canada number 1 is a reg. G-Lib is also a reg. Good Shade Dog maybe, but like mainly these 4, I see them really often. And when I see a reg, it doesn't mean that they are winning. It just means that there's, you know, there are there basically really almost every day, or if not every day. And something that is good on OK Poker is that there's a lot of people who are retired that plays on the site. The most players here, I would say, are losing money. Probably like 95% of the players here are losing money. Now, I'm not saying on the table, I'm saying on the site. Okay, it's Jack here. We're suited. We got less than 20 bigs. I'm just gonna run with it. I don't want to call, obviously, so I'm just gonna jam. Ace-9, we just jammed, so we're just gonna take it easy now. Okay, so just gonna check. We'll see the flop. If he checks, we might gonna bet on the flop actually. Okay, we're gonna give him. And I think it's the break, so we're gonna go directly there. What? All right. Zelda 1. So we're gonna go get the sword. I never beat this game, so I don't know everything. Actually, I don't know a lot. I barely remember where the first dungeon is. Okay. We're probably gonna have... oh shit. Time to reach the first... I'm not sure if it's there or not. Gonna go up again. I think it's there. Not sure, but we're gonna take a look quickly. Nope. Not there. I know that there's some glitch that you can do to go on the other side of the screen, but I'm not good enough to do that. Okay, so we might have messed up. Okay, let's go see here. Okay, fuck off. Got nothing here. No! What the fuck is this? Oh, come on. Need some hearts? Alright. So it's not here. Okay, not here as well. So I'm already lost. Doesn't start well. Oh, maybe it's close to here. Oh, there's some chances. I think. No, no. I'm definitively sure it's on the right, though. Maybe it's further right. Fuck off. Oh my god, what a fucking game. Oh my god. We're dead. Game over. Don't really need to save. Okay, so we're gonna go a little bit further right, I think. I think that's the thing we must do. That is probably my mistake. Oh. Oh my fucking god. I don't want to take any damage. They don't give hearts or what? You're gonna try to dodge them, I guess. Oh. Alright, so... let's put back the music. Alright, so here, gonna limp. Let's see what he will do. Does make the call. He definitely can have a pair. I'm just gonna check, I think. We'll see if we're lucky what he has. Okay. Okay, here we're gonna open. I'm not gonna jam because there's some short side that could potentially re-jam after my open. Alright, we're gonna have to put a C-bet here. We got the best nothing. Alright, let's see the flop. Gonna check again. Let's see, it's we need an 8. No, we need a 9 or an ace. And that is an ace. I'm gonna check, hopefully he's gonna bet, but no. Alright. King Jack suited here. I think we're just gonna let it go, actually. We're not gonna open ace 8. Right now we're guaranteed of $93, but like I said, top 5 will make at least $100. $112 actually. We're obviously looking for first place. King 10. He's under the gun, obviously. That's not too bad, but there's still a Mike after us, so I think we're just gonna have to let it go. If it comes to us now, we will open. Hopefully they will fold. Nice. Alright, we might gonna have to call some short stack jam actually. Ace 10 suited. First time he's opening, so I guess he's got a big hand. Usually he does limp, so we're gonna look nitty, but we're just gonna fold, I guess. Right. All right, so pocket 5, we'll see what they do. Could be a call, of course. If Canada opened 5x like last time, I'm not sure what we're gonna do actually. I don't know why he does that, but you like there's a lot of players that does that when they got something. Maybe you just want to apply the pressure versus me. I'm not sure yet, but it's been 2 times that he did that, so we'll see what he does eventually. Like the 3rd times, I'm not sure if I got a good hand at that. I'm gonna play passively, to be honest. Okay, please hold. That looks like a hold to me. Let's go. Gonna have another pay jump. Yeah, we're definitely gonna open ace-8 suited. Okay, I don't have much, so I guess we're gonna have to let it go. Yeah, I think Canada decides to make some move versus me, I think. Well, obviously, like I said earlier, I know him. He's the reg, and he knows me, of course. All the regs on the site knows Lolachu, so maybe believe that like he can do some move versus me because I'm in it. Okay, maybe not. Maybe he just had something as well. Definitively possible. So technically, we should at least have the 3rd place locked up, but we'll see. Okay. Maybe not. Ace-9 playable. Alright, I guess we're just gonna go all in here. Diamond, please. Okay. That's gonna be a chop. At least we didn't lose any chips. That's at least that, I guess. We also gonna chop the big blind. And the NTs. I guess that's a good thing. Well, I wish I was in the pot, I guess, at this point. Yeah, Jack 8, we're not gonna play it. Yeah, 7 deuce is garbage, of course. Okay, ace jack definitively a decent hand, and we're short, so all right, man, you have it, you have it. Oh, got him. No, it obviously gonna be hard for Canada to call my jam when I had ace jack there, because for like three times, or at least every time he did open, instead of limping, I did fold. So because of that, I'm sure that that's why he folded, but that also means that he was loose and he was trying to, you know, how can we say that? I don't remember the term, but yeah, he tried to bully me, basically. Okay, so we're definitively gonna have another 40 bucks, because I think G-Lab will probably go busto really soon. We hope to see something at least on the river. Oh my god, I would have 2 pair. Come on, bro. No? They really try to play by the ICM, but like, obviously I prefer winning the tournament than just like cashing, basically. Especially on OK Poker, the top 3 places is really important. But like first place give you 32.5% of the prize pool. And second place give you 21%. Third place 14%. So these places are really important. Here I'm not just gonna call, I'm gonna jam. We have less than 20 big blinds with ace queen, so... Ooh, can we get there, please? Please! Oh my god. So, we're gonna finish in 4th place, unfortunately. Well, obviously, that's not bad. I would say that I'm okay. We're in profit today. And this month as well. But yeah, that sucks a little bit. But anyway, so 4th place, $150. So not too bad. And basically, like I said, last year we made 11k in profit. So on that note, guys, I'm gonna wish you a great day or a great night, and subscribe if you want to see more final table like this. I'm only gonna start a stream when I got a final table, or maybe if I play some high stakes cash game or something like that. But for the beginning of the year, it's probably gonna be only final tables like this one. And if you want to see my last final table, you can go on Twitch, Lolachu Gaming. The last stream of yesterday will be there for 2 weeks before it's going down. And I'm gonna try to eventually put it on YouTube, so if you don't go there, you're still gonna be able to see it eventually. So I hope you did enjoy the stream of today. Unfortunately, only a 4th place, but I'm gonna wish you guys a great day or a great night, and see you in the next one. Ciao, everyone.